An edgy classic wardrobe includes pieces that are classic and timeless, but then bringing in those contrasting pieces, those contrasting styles, and those pieces that are more personal, that then bring in that own personal edge, that own personal style, that in result creates an elevated, cutting edge wardrobe. Do you want an edgy classic wardrobe? Then keep watching.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like.
All right, hey there, fashion friends. Welcome to today's episode. I'm very happy that you've joined me here today. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to click the link down below to join my weekly newsletter, Hey Fashion Friends, as well as that you can click the link to join my paid memberships YouTube program. On there, you have two tiered options. One is to get additional perks, or you can pay a bit more to get an additional 2 videos a month. On those videos, I usually do a Q&A that's very personalized to my members, as well as that a vlog video that sort of changes every month. This month I will be doing a Shop Your Closet vlog, which was inspired by one of my Fashion for Life members. Okay, so today's episode we were talking about 12 essentials for creating an edgy classic wardrobe. An edgy classic wardrobe is definitely something very personal to me, very personal to this channel, and I think it's what pulls a lot of people into this channel. That's why I wanted to do today's video, is because I really want to share these sort of essentials that I feel like are a great jump off point to creating an edgy classic wardrobe. Now, there is a lot that goes into building an edgy classic wardrobe because it is very personal, but I think it's important to kind of have that core, those essentials, those foundations, but then being able to build off of that with whatever style feels right for you. So because we have a lot to talk about today, I think let's just get started. Okay. All 12 of these pieces have one thing in common. They are all core classic pieces. And what are core classic pieces? They are pieces that have proven themselves over the decades to be staple pieces that can be used in multiple different ways, that are quality pieces, that are timeless pieces, that really are able to be translated into any sort of style. In a nutshell, core classic piece is timeless and can be translated into any style type. All right, so number one is black jeans. Yes, I'd say you can go any sort of black jeans. I definitely think jet black is a great choice because it can kind of be casual and it can be a little bit more formal if needed. I'm showing a pair of skinny jeans here today because I think that skinny jeans are definitely a classic one. They're a great one for going to both sides. So being a little bit edgier and being a little bit more classic. If you're not a fan of skinny jeans, it doesn't have to be a skinny jean. It can be whatever sort of fit that you want, but I'd say having a black pair of jeans is definitely gonna be very beneficial for you. You can get a lot out of that. Number two is blue jeans. Of course, blue jeans are just iconic, right? Like they are an absolute staple. The thing that I think is great about jeans is they're just so durable, as well as that they're so diverse. Really can be just dressed up, dressed down. They're gonna be something that's just timeless that you can have for years and years and years and years. And they're never gonna go out of style. Number three is a black pair of pants. Yeah, black pants, you know, go figure. Just such a great contrast to my casual pieces, but as well as that, it's a great piece to bring in when I want to elevate my style or be a little bit more sophisticated, or the sneakers with trousers are such a big hit because of that kind of juxtaposition. So again, just a great way to play with contrast. And again, with an edgy classic wardrobe, that is really what we're after, is that contrast. Next one is a white button-up shirt. Yeah, definitely cannot go wrong. A white button-up shirt is classic. Now, it is definitely to each their own on the style of white button-up shirt. I definitely always opt for an oversized button-up shirt, as well as like a more boxy fit, because I think there's a lot more room to play, pun intended. Whatever kind of works for you and your body type. Some people might not like that boxy fit. You can go with a more nipped in waist one, you know, a more tailored fit, a more form fit, whatever works for you. What's great about it is, again, similar to the pant, is it sort of has that stigma of like the sophistication of like that put together type vibe. So it's such a great contrasting piece. But along with that, I think there's so many styling options with it. Like there's just so many different ways you can tweak a white shirt that just make it a lot of fun to style, and you can really get a lot out of. I use these a lot for when I'm doing like outfit repeating, because you can just do all sorts of fun little details. Next one is a white t-shirt. So a white t-shirt again, is similar to like a shirt. You can kind of get whatever works for you. I like to get a range of white t-shirts. I like to always just have an option for whatever I need it for. You know, having long sleeves, short sleeves, classic fit, unisex fit, slim fit, cropped fit, all of it, you know, all the things. It's kind of the other end of the spectrum of like the shirt and the pant, where it's very basic, very casual. So it's a great one for bringing in contrast, but as well as that, it's sort of like a blank canvas that you can, you know, jazz up or you can jazz down. So definitely great, as well as that, super comfortable. Yeah. And a black t-shirt, of course. A black t-shirt is pretty much the same as a white t-shirt, all the things that I said about a white t-shirt. But what I like about black is it does have a little more of an edge to it. It does, you know, obviously bring in a little bit more of a mood. So that's always nice. Item number 7 is a turtleneck. Yeah, it's going to be a great piece to counteract casualness, or to elevate, you know, sophisticated pieces. It's a great layering piece. That's what I love about it the most, is it really adds dimension to a look, as well as I just think they're flattering. Yeah. And number 8 is a denim jacket. So anytime I, you know, put a look on and I'm like, nah, this is kind of boring, this is kind of basic. Usually if I throw this guy on, you know, he does the trick. Like, it kind of just adds this really sort of effortless, understated bit of edge, because it's just like that ruggedness. If you have an outfit that's just a little too feminine, which for me sometimes that happens, I like, you know, I like tight things. So sometimes it gets a little tight on tight and a little too feminine for me. So I like to bring this guy in to balance her out. I like oversized because I like to be able to layer. I like to be able to layer underneath it, and I think it gives it a little bit of more edge to it. And number 9 is my beloved blazer, especially if you're somebody that's kind of default mode is casual. Like, my default mode is casual, like jeans and t-shirts is definitely my default mode. So I love that I can just like, boop, grab a blazer, throw it on, and it's going to elevate that basic casual look. They're going to, you know, be a good contrast together. You can be whatever you need it to be. You know, if you need it to be a more sophisticated, elevated, dressier piece, then that's what it can be. If you need it to be a more everyday piece, that's what it can be. If you need it to be more casual, more streetwear, that's what it can be. So it definitely has a lot of diversity that I don't think a lot of people realize. Once you bring it into your wardrobe and have some fun with it, you'll never look back. Trust me. Thank me later. Okay, item number 10 is a motorcycle jacket, which I do not have. A motorcycle jacket is on my list. It's on my wish list. It's on my Gap list, kind of that counterpoint to the blazer, being that more edgier. This is one that's going to bring in that option for the contrast to your more casual pieces and to your more sophisticated pieces. It's one that you can soften, you can harden. There's just a whole range of fun styling you can do with it. So there we go. Next one is the Edgy statement sneaker. Again, can be really whatever you need it to be. I always have a high top sneaker like this in my shoe collection because it is a core classic piece. It has proven itself decade after decade, and it again is something that can be translated. It brings in another bit of that youthful casual vibe, sort of similar to the denim jacket. It brings in like that kind of boyish charm to our vibe, to our whole collection. So it's another great piece to use for contrasting. And number 12, my favorite, always an essential, is the Edgy boot. Specifically for me, an Edgy Chelsea boot. I love Chelsea boots. Chelsea boots to me are, again, a classic piece that can be used in any sort of style mood. If I'm wearing like a really casual, boring, basic look, usually if I add a Chelsea boot to it, especially like an edgier Chelsea boot like this one, it instantly elevates a look. And those are the type of pieces that you really want. It goes with everything. Like, challenge me on this if you want, but I swear to goodness, Chelsea boots go with everything. I have not found one thing that they do not go with. The only thing maybe sort of is shorts, but really, like, if you don't have a pair of Chelsea boots yet, it is definitely one that I'd say you will not regret investing in. So those are the 12 pieces. Again, what they all have in common is they are all core classic pieces, in my opinion. because I think they are timeless, they're classic, and they can go into any style type. So they're a great foundation that you can be building off of. You can then kind of change your style over time and still be able to incorporate these, still be able to keep these pieces without having to completely start over from scratch. You can just kind of change out, you know, accessories, other, you know, pieces, contrasting pieces, which we'll get into in future videos. And try to have a range of pieces of different style moods. So casual, edgy, and sophisticated all included in there, because I think that will then give you a lot of options of contrasting, just even within the foundations. Like obviously we're gonna bring in more edge and more contrast as we go, but I think to start off, if you have those 3 style moods covered, then you'll already be at a point where you can already bring in those contrasts. So there we go. Yeah. All right, my friends, those are my 12 essential edgy classic pieces for building a edgy classic wardrobe. Wow, that was a mouthful. I'm pretty sure most of you already have these pieces in your closet. That's why they are core classic pieces, because most people have them, because they really do translate into pretty much any style type out there. All right, so with that, if you did enjoy today's episode, you know what I'm gonna ask you to do. Give me that thumbs up, comment below, share with your friends, and subscribe for future weekly episodes, and make sure to click the little bell to get notified when I post those new episodes. All of this really, really helps me out with that engagement and really helps me to break through that algorithm, to break through that YouTube wall. So I really appreciate any sort of support. All right, my friends, I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and love and support each other. And we will definitely be chatting soon. Bye.